Hi, welcome to North State Law. My name is Nick Dogle. I'm the owner and founder. Today we're going to be talking about licensed real estate professionals in the great state of North Carolina and the top three things that I see that the Real Estate Commission really frowns upon. We previously talked about property management issues. Yes, the real estate agent does have some bugaboos about what goes on there that is not ethical. I'll refer you to a previous video for more discussion on that. But these are more of, for lack of better phrasing, shady personal interest type dealings. One of those would be failure to disclose an interest with a third party. Essentially what it would be is a real estate agent would have a deal worked out with a client, say it's for an SEO property in distress. And they already, prior to completing the deal with the client, it would be like a purchase from a client. And those can be allowed. You got to do it ethically. You got to make sure that everything is properly disclosed, and you have client permission, and you do it by the book, so to speak. But assuming that all that is done correctly, you also have to make sure that you don't have a side deal worked out with a third party ahead of time before the sale happens, to where I'm going to get this property from this client for, let's just say, $50,000. And then before the money even hits hits their hand and the deed hits yours, you've already got a third party deal worked out with Joe Smith up the road for $150,000 for the same exact property. That's what the commission does not like. That's an ethical violation. That's going to be something that they're going to severely frown upon. So don't do that. Failure to disclose a personal interest is another thing that the Real Estate Commission heavily frowns upon. And that could be, it's a little bit different from the previous example, but this one is more of like, say you own company A, and company A owns company B, and company B owns company C, and your client is, Jane Williams, and Jane Williams is dealing with company C, and she has no idea that company C is owned by company B, which is owned by company A, which is owned by you, the real estate agent. So that's what the Real Estate Commission would mean when they're talking about failure to disclose an interest of the real estate agent in a transaction with the client. That's another thing that's very much frowned upon by the Real Estate Commission. The other thing, the last thing, and this would be a major issue with the Real Estate Commission if this were to happen, and that would be failure to put a real estate listing on MLS in a timely manner. Sometimes this has been done in the past and the Real Estate Commission has found out about it, where an agent has failed to put the listing on MLS timely and in an interest to kind of profit more off of the listing. Now, this is a little bit different than putting like a coming soon sign up for marketing purposes. That's fine as long as you talk with the client, they know what's going on, they're on board with it, they approve that. That's different, and that's acceptable because that's a marketing thing. It could potentially benefit the client and drive up more interest in the property. So say, you do a coming soon on March or May 1st, we'll say, and you talk with the client, you have a game plan together, you get their approval, and it's set to go on the MLS on May 25th. And during those 3 weeks or so, you got people calling and you drummed up a lot of interest in it and everybody's just waiting to see it. And then May 25th rolls around and you got 20, 30, 40 people at the first showing. That's what that's for. And that's fine as long as you have client approval and the client is fully aware of what's going on and the reason for it, et cetera, et cetera. Not putting it on MLS for your own benefit and at the detriment of the client, that's what the Real Estate Commission is worried about. So if you got any questions, please check out my website. It's northstatelawfirm.com. I got a lot of blogs on there, YouTube, got a lot of things on there as far as videos are concerned. And I'm also on social media. That's YouTube, that is Facebook, that is Twitter, that's TikTok, that is Instagram, that's LinkedIn. So check me out on all of those. If you still can't find what you're looking for, to quote YouTube. please give me a call at 919-521-8810 and book a free 15-minute discovery call. Easy for me to say. And we'll be happy to have an associate or myself speak with you about your matter. Everybody have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.